remember how I did this. The way I broke down the first one is I divided it into two groups. So this one, I start here and I go to, let's see, up to 10. Yeah, so this one covers everything, breaking it down like this, like a group of 2, a flat, what do we call it, constant rate. And then all I do is I add the incremental one, which I forget what the names are. Linear gradient, yeah. And then you just have to move them back to the period that you're trying to get to. So for the constant series, you want to have it starting on time period 1. So you divide it by 1 plus the interest rate to the power of -1, and that moves everything 1 to the right. And then the linear gradient, you start on period 3 and you go to period 8, but you need to move that backwards 1, because with the linear gradient, time period 0 there's no value, time period 1 there's no value, and it starts on time period 2. So you just move that back that way. Let's see, and then this one, what did I do here? This one, I divided, okay, I got just these first 3 time periods, and I basically did the same thing. I just took these first 3 and moved it forward 1. Then you have to add in, I did essentially the same thing I did the previous one, but instead of having 2 as my base value, I used 3 as my base value. And then, so from period 3 to period 8, it's just a flat value of 3. And then from period 4 to period 8, it's the linear gradient on top of that. And then I just added on the 2 at the tail end by itself. And then again, you just have to time shift them to the period you need them to be.
Now, how did you get your second decomposition that you did there? Because you got to do it 2 ways with vector notation. Did you use any kind of general technique in order to just go, oh, this is purely easy?
Not really. I just kind of, I mean, it was fresh in my mind because we had just done it in class, and so I was just trying to look at it to see how you could break it up in different ways. So I saw these first 3 as a chunk, then I saw from period 3 to period 8, I was like, well, you could use 3 as a base value and just add on top of that instead of adding on to 2. So I just did that, and then this one was left over, so you just tack it on.
Again, there's all sorts of ways of doing it, and sometimes if you can't think of one, just grab something that's at time period 0 or time period 1 and go, ah, here's a singleton. Everything works out at that point, okay? But that's a good cheater. Okay? Anyway, thank you very much.